Thryve. We thrive. We strive. You know it's good. We strive. We thrive. Hey.
Dude, what is motivation, dude? It means nothing. Yeah, you're motivated for some things, some days, but not every day. You're not always motivated.
You're not going to be always motivated. You will
motivation means nothing. What is motivation? Anyways, Anthony here.
Asher, what's good?
Are you motivated right now?
You know, I'm not always motivated. I'd say I'm motivated because I'm hyped up for a day like this.
Yeah.
But not like I always am, right? You're not always going to be...
Yeah, you're motivated for some things, some days, but not every day. You're not always motivated.
You're not going to be always motivated.
Motivation means nothing when it comes to long-term success in your life.
Essentially, think about this. You wake up, successful people, anybody, okay, like I mentioned before, Steve Jobs, rip, what's his name, Jeff Bezos, guys, these guys, you think they're motivated every day? You're not doing crack every day, guys. Hopefully never if you're thriving. You need to make sure you're doing the same thing every day. It's called discipline, okay? Discipline. Discipline over motivation. You're not always going to be motivated. Joe Rogan, you think he's excited to go in the cold shower at the pump lunch every morning? Not excited to go. He just does it. You just do it. You're not going to be,
Yeah. You're motivated about the things usually that you want to do.
Yeah.
But the things you don't want to do, you're motivated for the success, but you're not motivated for every step in between.
Right. 100%. Oh, I'm excited to get, build my business to this. I want to get this sweet car. But then that's usually where people fold, is they have all these big goals and dreams, and it's like, well, I got to do that. I got to do this. I have to be doing this every day for that long a period of time. I don't know if it's possible. Well, when you take it day by day and you're disciplined every day, which will be motivated, you will not be motivated every day. But when you're disciplined, you're consistent, persistency, like we said before, consistency and persistency. Is that a word, persistency?
Being persistent.
Persistency. I don't know if that's a word or not, but we're gonna make it a word. Exactly. So when you're those two things and you're disciplined, guys, discipline always over motivation, for real.
And it could be towards anything. I mean, you have to understand what motivation even really is. Really, motivation is just the idea of excitement to do something.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be excited to do everything, right?
Excitement to chase, to overcome, but it's not.
Even it could be more than that. Like, imagine you want to go somewhere, right? You have this event, you're going on a vacation. You could be motivated to get ready for the vacation, but you're not motivated at 5 a.m. when you have to wake up, drive. Right. Because the motivation does not span to the negative parts for most people most of the time. Motivation is doing those things that you want to do and you feel excited to do, and that's when people think that they're motivated.
Right. But when you kind of reach those steps in between where, okay, you have to be doing this and that, like I said, that's where most people kind of bail. That's what they're not motivated, right? Yeah. Like you said, you're motivated to do all the exciting parts, the not the easy things, but
when life gets tough, they scramble like an egg.
Right. You know
what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Or they fold like an omelet under pressure, When life gets hard, they just fold. The motivation doesn't matter at that point, right?
And that's why
it just goes away at some point.
It does.
When it gets too tough for them.
You can't always listen to David Goggins and, I know mornings, actually a lot of mornings, whether it's Jordan Peterson, David Goggins, Joe Rogan, that one girl, Mel Robbins, what's his name, Jocko. You're not always going to have those guys so you chirping in your ear getting you all hyped up.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta chirp in your own ear.
Exactly. 100%. That's when the shit gets real. When shit gets silent, you're in your own head. Like, you're running, you're in the cold shower, you're doing some hard shit, some difficult shit, you're working. Anxiety's real, your knee's weak, That's when you're gonna either get ahead or you're gonna fall behind. You need to be the one that gets ahead. You kind of perform under pressure. You thrive under pressure. That'll differentiate you between the failure person and you.
And determination is what we're talking about, right? That's like the main idea of this video. It's telling you that motivation is not real in a way, right? It is, because you do get motivated to do things, but it does not actually get you to do them long term. It only makes you feel like you want to do them in the moment, but actually doing them does not come from motivation. It comes from determination and discipline. And discipline is the act of doing something that you do not want to do.
Right, because you need to do it.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to be doing it. You should be doing it.
Yeah, essentially discipline is doing what you don't want to do. Yeah. I mean, when you boil it down, that is what it is, because if you wanted to do it, it wouldn't take discipline.
Yeah, it wouldn't be you wouldn't have to use discipline. Exactly. And that's the difference. Like I said, it comes down to motivation, discipline. You're not always going to have motivation for some things, right? You're motivated to go to vacation. You're motivated to do this and that for the future, your big goals and dreams.
Yeah.
But then it boils down to discipline, guys.
Yeah.
Are you disciplined disciplined enough to be doing that consistency every single day of doing those difficult things.
Yeah, because motivation doesn't last. You watch a YouTube video, you see something, and bam, you're like, I am motivated to do this thing. And then 2 days later, you lose motivation because it's not going the way you want immediately.
Right.
You get motivated to build a business, and then bam, over the next 2 days, you're thinking, you're motivated, but then, you're starting to realize how much work it's going to take.
Right.
And then the motivation kind of goes away because motivation is very infrequent and it does not last long.
No, it's not reliable.
It's like,
and not reliable for you to be using as your only source of energy towards your goals,
Yeah, because once it's gone, you could either end up pushing yourself past that motivation and continue doing it, or giving up and moving on to the next thing to be motivated about.
Right.
A lot of people get motivated, lose the motivation, think that, oh, I don't have the motivation, so it's not for me. Quit, go on to something else, get motivated about it, and it's an endless cycle, and they never actually do anything.
Right.
When all they really need to do is continue doing it, and maybe eventually you decide, oh, I don't like doing this. But you can't just quit because you lose motivation.
Right. And most people get too anxious over that long-term, I have to get from where I am now to there. How the hell is that possible? Well, with doing a consistent everyday discipline, being disciplined every day, you just take it day by day. Because obviously, like I mentioned before, it's like, holy crap, that seems impossible. It's not impossible when you're doing the things every single day. You're getting better every single day.
Yeah, like imagine discipline as a workout. I know we talk about analogy and stuff. Muscles are a discipline. You build yourself up day after day like a muscle. It's discipline. The muscle doesn't get bigger if you don't work out every day. And to continuously do something and work towards it, you have to have discipline to do it. You don't go to the gym motivated.
Yeah.
It's very rare that you go to the gym motivated and you're motivated the whole time actively working out.
Or for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't be like, yeah, you might go for a couple of days, even a couple of weeks, but then you'll get that one day where it's like, well, fuck, I'm sore, I'm tired.
Yeah.
That's discipline. That's when discipline comes. It comes down to discipline.
Yeah. When the motivation's gone and your brain starts coming up with excuses like, oh, well, I have to get up for work early tomorrow and I haven't gone to the gym yet. I have 2 hours I could go, but kind of tired.
You know who's talking there? The inner bitch.
Yeah.
I almost be talking to myself now. I think it's because David Goggins, I'm pretty sure. But there's times where I don't want to go in a cold shower, or I don't want to be doing this, or I don't want to go to this place and talk to these people because I'm nervous or whatever. It's then I think whoa, snap out of it, motherfucker. What are you doing? If you want to get to all the way up there, you gotta be doing all of these things. It's not oh, I'm anxious, I'm gonna bail. No, you just do it.
Yeah.
Or guys, like I said, we're both business owners, okay? We mentioned this lots of times. He does detailing, auto detailing. I do cleaning homes, kind of exterior cleaning. And there's times even now, I'd say I'm pretty good at people, good at talking with people and stuff. But even when people call me now, I don't want to answer always. I get, the heart skips a beat or whatever, because it's just a customer calling, but I still get that little anxiety. I'm not even gonna lie. But don't give myself time to think. Like Mel Robbins says, a 5-second rule. We talked about that in the last episode. We talked about that. You just do it. Boom. You just go for it. You just sprint towards it, guys. It's discipline. It's discipline. If you know where you want to be, you know where you want to end up. There is no way you're going to get there by not being disciplined. You're not going to be motivated always. Just like last episode as well, you can't expect to let's just say you get all this fortune, you're a big hit. Things pop off big time. You can't expect to stay there if you're not going to be disciplined and putting in that consistent work. You're going to end up losing it all. You win the lottery. Same analogies last episode. If you're not disciplined enough to hold your money, put it in savings, put it towards whatever funds, this and that, it's going to all be gone. You're going to lose it. You need to be disciplined. Discipline, discipline, discipline.
That's really the only thing that's going to get you by to have a successful and have the life you want to have.
It's the only thing.
Yeah.
Because like I said, you're not always going to be motivated. There'll be so much times where it's crap.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's rewarding once you do it. I think it still is. It's we don't want to wake up, we don't want to do this, but we still did it. You learn a lot about
this video
yourself.
is going to get more views than the first video, most likely.
Yes.
And if it doesn't, that's even more of a reason to be disciplined to keep going.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? Because if it gets less views, we're going to have less motivation to keep making podcasts.
Right.
And that's going to mean we're going to have to put more discipline just to make it. Just coming here every week to record this podcast takes discipline.
There might only be...
We have not missed a day yet.
10 views, 1 view, 1,000 views, 10, whatever it is, we're going to keep doing the same thing.
And we're motivated about the goal we see. But every day we're not motivated because that goal is so far away.
Exactly.
Right? Some days, you get excited, oh my God, we could have millions of views someday, and then you get the motivation. But it's not there every day. It's some days we're only going to get 2 views, especially when we start uploading. We're only going to get, and then once it starts getting bigger, oh, we're only going to get 50 views and then 100 views, you know?
Quitting is so fucking easy.
But here we are, right here,
Yeah.
still doing it.
We're not gonna
We're going to
quit.
do it next week. We're going to do it the week after, and if we're alive, we're going to keep doing it because it takes discipline.
Man, we're gonna be railing your feed. We're gonna be railing your feed every single week. You're gonna see it constantly, guys. You will not see a week that we don't post, whether it's our Saturdays, our kind of content clips, or it's Thryve Thursdays. I didn't mean to cut you off there, by the way. I was just saying, like, we're gonna be railing your feed, guys. I mean, you're gonna see us whether you like it or not, because we're trying to help fellas who actually want to be watching this, who want to kind of learn how can they put themselves, their best foot forward, and how can they be bettering themselves to where they can get where they want to go.
Yeah.
Through being disciplined, through being consistent, persistent, positive, believing in themselves. But essentially, the whole point of this is that it's okay to not have motivation. It really is. I mean, straight up, there's no reason why there's anything wrong with that. There's days where it's like, well,
Yeah, we're going to the gym probably after here or after we get some food. And I'm not motivated to go to the gym right now.
no.
I'd rather either record more or do something else, but we're going to make sure we go to the gym. We're going to go work out.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter
because
if we want
we're
to
disciplined.
or not.
We're
Yeah,
disciplined.
that's our schedule. Every time we record, we wake up, we run, we do push-ups. We ran first this morning instead of doing push-ups.
Yeah.
Because not only do you have to be disciplined, you have to figure out different ways you can make things better, right?
Right, with speed, you want to be quick.
Yeah.
That's one of the number one rules sometimes is through business and through a lot of things is quickness,
Yeah.
speed. You don't want to lose out on customers, you don't want to lose out
Yeah.
on time. In this case, we figured out, okay, sometimes, some mornings, we're a little bit lousy as far as
Our
getting stuff
discipline
done.
is lacking sometimes.
It is. We're normal fellas.
Yeah, we realize that sometimes in the morning, instead of us doing all of our 250 push-ups within a half hour or within 45 minutes, it takes us an hour and a half to do them because we're going too slow. And then we go for a run afterwards. With discipline, you don't have to just be disciplined. You also have to realize that when your discipline's lacking, try to do it a different way.
Yeah.
So this morning, instead of doing the push-ups first, when you're tired, you're trying to do push-ups, we got up and we went for a run right away to wake us up. And then we did the push-ups after. So we got the push-ups done within like 25 minutes instead of it taking an hour for us to do the push-ups. Just, doing push-ups and then being too sore, waiting too
That's
long
probably the new
between
move.
sets.
Because today was efficient.
Yeah.
Today it's like early and we're already recording.
Yeah, it's way earlier than usual. Not way early. We've been here pretty early. But it's about an hour and a half earlier recording than it usually is.
Which is still early.
Yeah, so we got it done way quicker. We got here quicker. And it took discipline in realizing that the discipline we had could have been more efficient. So we decided to be more disciplined this morning.
Yeah.
And now we're here recording for you guys, talking in third person about how we were not disciplined enough.
Right. Ain't that right? Like I said, we're normal, young fellas. We're trying to be the most efficient we can. We're trying to kind of just progress towards our goal despite our circumstances, right?
Yeah.
You guys heard that a million times. We're going to keep sprouting it, like a brand on a horse. I always say that now, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to be the most efficient. Like every day, we're trying to figure out the best way we can do things. With speed, persistency, consistency, we will thrive through discipline. Like I said this morning was good because this morning we woke up, we knew right away. Last time we said, okay, no bullshit.
It was too slow.
No bullshit. Boom. We moved because before, the alarm goes off at 4:30. It's like, shit.
Yeah.
I don't feel.
And when you're gonna do push-ups in your room right next to your bed, it's so easy to take it slow. It's so easy to do a set and then sit on the bed on the phone. It's so easy when you're tired. So we got up and we went for a run first to wake us up. So when we did the push-ups, we weren't all sluggish,
Yeah.
It was harder to do the push-ups because we were sore, but we weren't sluggish and waiting around on our phone. Because we went for a run, we did push-ups outside instead of next to the bed on the ground,
We mentioned this before, but a lot of ways to build your discipline is, of course, just like I said, you will not be motivated. Like sometimes you will be watching this video say, I'm motivated to get in the cold shower, to go to the run. And then time comes for the run or the cold shower and it's like, no. That's what discipline, yeah, right.
Let's take a cold walk.
Yeah, right, right. Guys, you're not gonna have motivation always. It comes down to discipline. Surprise yourself today, surprise yourself. Like whether it's a great way to start discipline and being super disciplined. Most people will not do this. Even disciplined guys don't always do this, but is the chilly showers. Is the cold showers.
Yeah.
Like the first episode we said, go to your shower and test yourself. The first time today, right now, pause the video or after this video, test your discipline. It's gonna be hard as hell, especially if it's your first time doing
It's
it.
a good idea, right now.
Yeah.
20 push-ups, let's go. Out loud. Do them with us. You can't see us.
Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You doing them?
13, 14, better be 16, 25, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now I know 80% of you did not get down and do them.
But for the 20% that did, for that 20% that did, you're building yourself.
If 20.
Right.
If 20.
Yeah. But that will differentiate you between the guys who are up top and the low dogs.
And now that we're talking about it, rewind and get down and do it if you didn't.
Yeah.
Because you have to realize if you don't do it, and we told you to do it, and you heard it.
The only reason why you're not is because the inner bitch is getting in your head.
Yeah, you're saying, oh, that's dumb. I don't want to do push-ups with you guys.
Yeah.
It's an excuse.
No, seriously, like watching right now in your bed, you're sitting in your car, you're doing whatever and thinking, I want to do push-ups. It's like, no, like seriously, drop down and do some damn push-ups.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm in my car, I can't do them. Go outside.
Yeah.
But you're just making excuses because you do not want to do it. Every excuse that you're making, oh, it's early, I'm in my bed, I'm comfortable. It's
That's
a bad
a
excuse.
great reason to do them.
Yeah.
Get out of your comfort zone, right? You gotta get comfortable being uncomfortable. Do it. Hop in, like I just mentioned, you gotta turn the water up to where the pressure's on all the way, but it's as cold as it can possibly be, and get in. You're gonna want to escape that bitch. You're gonna want to escape right when you get in. No, just stay in there. It'll seem like, oh, it's almost impossible. At first when I did it, I thought it was impossible.
Yeah.
It's not impossible. Now it's like normal. Just get in there. You stay in there. Try to breathe normally because all the air will be like pushed out of you. Breathe normally. Get it all around. Get it on your head, your face, on your ass. I get it everywhere, guys. And stay in there for at least 2 to 5 minutes. If you do this every day, it's a great way to build discipline. Another great way to build discipline now, well, it's just doing shit you don't like doing, first of all.
Yeah.
But is running, cold showers, running, exercise
Yeah.
in general, whether it's lifting, running, doing anything. Another discipline is, Burger King, it looks real good. Go let's get that 2 for $6 McChicken. Nope. Boom. Eating better. Diet. Making sure you're not putting bullshit in your body. I'm putting bullshit in my body. I'm getting this big ass tag on my neck. It means I'm eating too much sugar. I gotta cut that shit out.
You get out what you put in.
100%. It's exactly right.
What you eat, your energy, the way you act towards people. It's not about karma or luck. That's just how the life is.
Yeah, and you go to anywhere, any supermarket now. Here in America, you go to any store, anywhere, you can stuff yourself with bullshit. My girlfriend is actually Romanian, right? She's European. They're banned. Most of the stuff that we have here, like Fruit Loops there, are banned. They can't have them. They're not allowed to sell them because it's so horrible for you. That's why here in America is the highest level of diabetes, obesity, a whole bunch of bullshit. A lot of bad things, only because it's our diet. What we put into our bodies, you can't expect to you're not gonna put diesel in a Ferrari and expect it to fucking run, right? Come on. You're gonna be putting in good nutrients, good fuel into us, and you'll expect to get better out. Sometimes you're not gonna be feeling good. You're not gonna be like, I'm here, I could eat this and I could eat that. But if you have goals and desires to be in better shape, being healthier, being more fit, then you're gonna be disciplined. You're gonna stick to your goals. And you're gonna follow through with it and continue to do what you gotta do. Mm-hmm. Do what you gotta do. Like in the video, like in the intro. You do what you need to do. You guys would have seen it by now, but in that intro video.
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do. Don't do what you always wanna do. Do what you need to do to get you where you wanna be. Essentially, that's the difference. Is like, okay, I wanna be over there, but when it comes down to how you get there, when it comes down to, I wanna get to the top of that mountain, badass. And then you're like a quarter.
Mountain's huge.
Yeah, f***ing massive. And then a quarter way up, you're like, well, crap. And you bail and you jump. No, if you want to get to where you want to go up there, you got to keep climbing and keep progressing. You're either falling back, think about it. A mountain. You ever been on a big old sand hill, like sand dunes? Sand dunes.
No.
You haven't?
No.
Dude. Well, you guys know what I mean. Sand dunes are awesome. It's so awesome. Huge mountains. We're going to go dirt biking this summer on there. Yeah. Badass. It's a good time on those sand dunes. Silver Lake. Shout out Silver Lake. Mid-Michigan homies. Anyways, you're on the sand. So you're either going up, moving, or the sand where you start to step, it caves in on you and you start to fall down. Okay. You're either going up, you're either making progress going upwards, guys, or you're getting sunk down like quicksand, like goddamn quicksand. We mentioned this before, you're either excelling or you're declining. It's your decision, guys. You don't have to. You don't have to do the push-up that we just did. If you didn't, another shot to do them right now. You don't have to, but that's the difference, guys, is if you want to get to where you want to go and get to where you want to be, that's the only way is being disciplined. You'll feel like a badass. Get in the damn cold shower. I know it's you get anxiety, well, I don't want to go in the cold shower. They won't know, the guys who are watching. Oh, we know. We know. You're being a pussy. Get in the cold shower, go for the run, go for the lift, start eating better. These are all things that you can control.
And then get out a notebook and research those things you've been wanting to do for so long, those dreams and goals, right? Like determination, discipline does not just come down to what we're telling you. It's more than this, more than exercise, more than that. Yeah, go for a run, you'll feel good, eat better. But don't just leave it at that, right?
No.
We're working on our businesses, we're working on this. You might not want to do any of this. It doesn't matter. Do something. Get out your notebook, do some research.
That's where it starts.
Figure out those goals and dreams that you wanted and figure out, you don't even have to start them today. Get it written down. How can you do it? Like, where would you start? What are the steps to get there?
The brain, the pen, and the paper. And that's how this whole Thryve thing started. I have a notebook in my car. We're talking, kind of explaining how do we want to do, what do we want to give to the audience? We want to make YouTube videos, content videos. How often should we post? Different platforms. These are all things that we, pen and paper, that we talked about, from day one. And if you're thinking, well, I don't have time for all this and that, I explain this to a couple of different people. It's like, well, okay, live your life how you normally are. 2 weeks or a week. Do everything normal. Live your life normally. But everywhere you go, notebook with you. Little baby notebook. And you're going to write out the list of what you did today. Like, as time goes by, okay, I just went to the gym from 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Okay, write that down. Everything you don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to the pen and the paper. It knows. The top dog knows. Okay, and then I went and ate with my lady for an hour and a half. Write that down. I went home and I took a shit for 30 minutes today. Long ass shit. Write it down.
Scroll on my phone.
I scroll my phone. I beat off.
Half hour here.
Yeah. Write down everything. Yeah, I beat off twice that day. Wasted so much time not doing shit. Write it down. Don't lie to yourself. And after those week or 2 weeks, you look at that list each day and say, what are these things that I'm doing that are taking up my time, but probably aren't as productive, aren't getting me anywhere that I want to go? You'll find a lot of things. Even now, right? Our days are jam-packed, but there's probably stuff that we could sort of cut out to save our time, 100%. I know for me, there's things that you can still cut out to save yourself time. So if you're thinking, well, I don't have time, my time management skill. Get out the pen and the paper, write down your list of everything you're doing, and after that week or 2 weeks, look at it and...
And don't be overwhelmed. No. Like he's talking about the notepad, writing what you do every day, but I want to go back to the real quick. Just about when you watch a YouTube video, do some research, write down what you want to do. Like think about your dreams and your goals and try to write it down on paper how to do it. Don't be overwhelmed in thinking you have to write down every single step.
No.
It's going to come. I don't know who said it originally, but it's a good plan today is better than a perfect plan tomorrow. Yeah, a good plan today is better than a perfect plan tomorrow. Or waiting for a perfect plan tomorrow.
Speed.
Right? So jot down everything you can. Don't get overwhelmed thinking the next day, I didn't get it. I didn't write everything down. Right? Just write everything down.
Just get your brain working.
Get a decent plan. You're not gonna even know everything you need to do until you start doing it.
Right.
Like when we started a business, I didn't know everything I needed to know. I watched videos, I got a good basis for how to start my car detailing business, but now that I'm doing it, I'm like, oh, I messed up on this detail. I need to buy this product.
Right.
I need to buy this product. I didn't even know,
But
I started, I didn't wait to start trying to think, I need every single bit of knowledge before I start so I don't mess up.
No, because then if you wait too long, the inner bitch kicks in. Right? You start to procrastinate, contemplate. Your ducks will never align. Will never be a perfect time. Never be a perfect place. Like he said, you just go. You just do it, and then you kind of change your operations as you go and
just
figure out
get a
what's the most
decent
efficient.
plan. A 30 to 50% of plan. You're not going to know 100% of what to do.
No.
The first day. Just get a good plan, 30 to 50%, write it down, and then start. And then you can continue as you learn more.
Right.
You don't need the perfect plan today to start.
Just get started. All it takes is just 2 balls and discipline. That's all if you're a girl. Anyways, but it just takes discipline, guys. This is okay. I might be a little nerve-wracked, a little anxious about doing it, but who cares? We've gotten older and to the point where now it's like I'm anxious. That's probably a good thing in some aspects. I'm not saying anxiety is good, but what I'm saying is most cases, if you're nervous to go meet with this client, you're nervous to take that big step and make the LLC, you're nervous to try to gain up with a position or job, you're trying to get higher up in your job, whatever it may be, and you're anxious about it, so that interview is a good thing. You're trying to excel. It's it's that inner bitch talking, saying, nah, you're okay with where you are.
You can't talk back to the inner bitch.
No.
In a good way.
Right.
You have to say, fuck off, I'm gonna do it anyways.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it anyways. Like, you could go broke. Your girlfriend could get mad at you.
And that inner voice can come at any moment. It's probably always there, but sometimes it just pops up, Like right now, when we're about to do 20 more push-ups, and you don't want to do it.
It's time. Ready?
I bet it's popping up right now
Oh,
saying,
like crap.
oh, really?
We'll
again?
give you a sec, 5
Really
seconds to
again?
get down.
To turn the video off right now, aren't they?
Right, you're gonna
Right, yeah.
exit out of the video, but I just inner bitch talking.
Yeah.
If you're not a bitch and you want to
One.
get disciplined, then you gotta start today.
2,
You gotta start today,
3,
guys.
4,
5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Are you doing them?
13,
14, 15. It's where it starts, guys. It starts with little things like this.
8, 25, 9, 20,
Gotta be disciplined.
1, 2, 23, 24, 25.
And that's the difference. That's the difference, guys. You see, if you really actually just hop down and do those push-ups with us, then you're already on the right path as far as discipline goes.
If you can't do 25, it's fine. You know, you don't have to do 25. Go down and do as many as you can.
Yeah.
15.
Do the girl
You know?
ones with the fucking knees if you have to.
If you're a savage, do 50, you know?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Show us that you're better than us right now.
And comment down below how many you did. But that's where it's gonna start. Just now. Even though we're kind of doing this in a joking manner, like seriously, do them. Because if not, then you're only playing yourself.
Do something. Do some push-ups.
Yeah.
Do some sort of push-up.
Like, yeah, we might not be able to track you down if you didn't do the push-ups.
Well, we will.
Maybe we could, yeah. But that's the point is that you're either declining or you're excelling. You gotta be disciplined enough to where it's like, okay, what the hell are these guys on YouTube doing? Doing push-ups, making me do push-ups. You do push-ups, just do them. That's where it starts.
It starts doing something. And since we told you to do it, you have to do it.
Which is why. No, guys, but seriously, and this is where it starts. It starts with the little victories. You start to impress yourself. You start to have that good self-talk. Like, okay, I actually just stayed in the cold shower the whole time. I actually just went for the whole mile, the 5 miles, the 2 miles. I just said I was gonna do it, and I followed through with it.
Yeah.
Not because you wanted to do it, but because you're disciplined enough to where it's like, okay, I want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Discipline.
And you always feel better after.
Discipline over motivation.
And you always feel better right after you do it.
Yeah.
Every single time that you do it, you feel better.
Yeah. And you can use that little motivation of your big goals and dreams. That's fine. If you're thinking like, I want that Ferrari, I want that nice car, I want that girl, I want that job, I want that role, whatever it is, that's fine. Use motivation, but you're not always gonna have the motivation.
Motivation is very, very useful, but you cannot rely on it.
No, you can't. You can't. Like, yeah, exactly. It's very useful. It gets you hyped up, ready to go, ready to take on the evil and anything that comes your way. But you're not always gonna have it. And that's where it comes down to saying, okay, when it gets silent, when it gets quiet, and you're in your own head, am I gonna follow through and I'm gonna take this on, whether I want to or not? And that's what can make you a real man or real woman, whatever, you know?
Yeah, it's gonna make you a disciplined individual that gets what they want out of life.
Yeah.
No matter who you are, no matter what race you are, no matter what gender you are, no matter what you are, you're not gonna get out of life what you want if you don't put in life what you want out of it.
No way in hell, unless you were born in wealth. If you...
And still, you still need to be disciplined. It does not matter.
No matter what. So use it all.
Yeah.
Goof.
You use it or you won't be happy.
There's
a lot of people,
everything.
a lot of people that have money supposedly are so depressed because they already have everything that they want. They don't even need to work for it.
Right.
And I'm not saying this is a way out, but if they go and they work out, they're still succeeding, you know? One thing about life is you get depressed if you don't have goals and achievements, right? It doesn't matter what income bracket you're in. Even the richest person probably, if they haven't worked out, can't do 25 push-ups in a row.
Yeah.
And no matter how much money they have, if today they can only do 10 and next month they can do 20, they will feel good about that.
Yeah.
It does not matter if you're rich or if you're poor.
There's discipline in everything. Like, you can have goals in every single aspect. Your health, how strong or how like physically fit you are, how much money you have, anything. Doing
something that you want to do that you can't do now, but you can do it in a month, makes you feel good.
And no matter what it is, discipline is required in every single aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just mentioned, even if you're born in millions of dollars in wealth, you have to be disciplined enough to not say, okay, everything I need, I'm gonna go do coke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go do crack and just spend all my money on that because I have everything I need. There's other things that you can do and motivate yourself towards, kind of progress towards a goal despite what's going on in your life. Whether it's, getting more physically fit, diet, money, whatever it is, getting that person that you want. It all comes down to, you guessed it, being disciplined, being consistent, being persistent, and wanting to thrive. That's what thriving is all about, guys, is getting it done. Whether you want to or not, it's progressing towards a goal despite of circumstances. Whether you want to do those extra push-ups or the mile run, the cold shower, whether you want to or not, we're not going to plug out for it, or will we? It just boils down to is if you're going to do it or not. It's your choice. It's your choice whether you're going to be disciplined enough for, you're not always going to have motivation. Motivation is great, very useful tool. It's awesome. Turn on some David Goggins, some whatever it is, and go for that mile run. The next day, get out there ready to go for the mile run, and then do it in silence. That's when shit gets real, when you do it in silence. I remember we did the mile run a couple times.
Yeah.
I turned on, or the cold shower especially, I would turn on motivational stuff in the cold shower. E.T., what is it?
Eric Thomas?
Eric Thomas, yeah. Eric Thomas, I was thinking Evan. But Eric Thomas, I'd be in there like, I was spinning around like, yeah! Like literally, I would literally do this in the shower. My parents were both asleep, and I'd just be doing this. Like I wouldn't be making any sound because they were going to hear me. I'd be like, feel like a boss. But then the next day, in silence, and it's difficult, right?
Yeah.
So you're not always going to have motivation, guys. Especially on Mondays, you should have motivation. For Motivational Mondays, follow our Instagram, all our socials, Thryve Empire.
Everywhere.
But yeah, everywhere, literally everywhere. Look left, look right, Thryve Empire. But
wait, it's going by right there.
yo, what the holy shit? You're not always gonna have it, guys. So it boils down to is discipline over motivation. Be disciplined, guys. You're gonna get to where you want to go, whether it's whatever it is, no matter what aspect. He's disciplined. I'm getting disciplined. Good things are coming to us. Big things are coming. You're gonna see us everywhere. Just like our weekly thing
Oh
here.
man, I don't know if mine's got any bigger.
No.
A little bit, just a little bit, week by week,
Oh yeah.
We're gonna wrap it up with 20 more push-ups though. 20
more. If you've already done this 40, then you're a freaking beast. Or
yeah.
50.
What, the 2 people that are left?
Yeah. Hell yeah. And if you're still watching, then you're a dog.
In a good way.
Yeah.
You're a top dog. You're like an OG, DAWG.
Yeah.
The chance is we're just doing the push-ups with just me and you.
Yep.
Nobody else.
Yep. And guess what? That's fine. We're gonna keep doing the same thing because guess what? We are disciplined young fellas. It might just be me and you, Anthony, but let's count out loud, baby. Let's do it, man.
All right.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thryve Empire, guys. Instagram, all the socials, left, right. It's Thryve Empire. Won't always be motivated. You gotta be disciplined. Always disciplined.
Like and subscribe.
Take it easy, guys. Thrivers and strivers.